So Derrick, what is the new SlimLite security entrance you're debuting at GSX, and what separates it from the rest of your portfolio?
The new SlimLite, as you can see right here, is a new version of our SlimLane product. It is a value proposition to the marketplace. We had a lot of customers that were asking us for the operational efficiencies of the standard SlimLane, but something that was a little bit better price point. So we went back to the drawing board, took a look at it and said, okay, what can we do to bring the value of the operation of the unit down, but the price a little bit lower? So you can see the unit here. It's basically a standard SlimLane, same motor housing, same sensor technology, but again, some limitations on the options that we can use to keep that value proposition and the price point down. So it's about 20% less than the standard SlimLane version. Limitations are low glass and a standard black cabinet is the product. Good news is it has the same technology involved as we've had in the SlimLane. Again, just really a redesign of the cabinet overall.
I understand you've also recently completed integrations with peripheral access control devices from several different manufacturers. Who are these integrations with, and how will these tech combinations benefit your end users?
Yeah, good question. So one of the challenges in the security industry is the fact that people are constantly looking to integrate new technology into a turnstile. So as you can see, we have very slender turnstiles. So we wanted to figure out how we could incorporate some of the new readers, some of the new facial recognition systems, biometrics into the existing product. So some of the new things that are out right now is we do a lot of work with a company called GSX. They make a new reader that goes into the side of the cabinet that reads everything from a proximity card to a multi-class card, all the way up to a very high security COS system. Very small format, Bluetooth capable, and it fits right inside the cabinet itself. Another feature that we're working with right now, another product, is a company called MorphoWave from IDEMIA. It's basically a hand geometry reader, so it actually scans your hand. It doesn't capture your fingerprints, but it's a template of your hand, and it works at the same speed that the turnstile works. So usually about a second you read your hand, glass opens and closes, and it is able to separate those that are authorized and have been enrolled from those that have not. So it's a nice biometric answer to the turnstile. Another thing we're working on right now as well is what we call a Q-scan reader, which allows you to read barcodes or QR codes either off of a paper ticket or off of your cell phone. So example would be someone could send an email out with the attachment of a barcode or a QR code. You show up at the facility, you present your phone or your ticket, and you're allowed to go through as a visitor, but you're registered in the system. So a lot of new things happening right now. We've done some work with facial recognition. A few new things that are going on where you have capacitive readers, where as long as you have the credential or your phone on your body, you can touch the reader and it will open and recognize you're there. So that seems to be the main push right now, is to incorporate all this new technology into the housing of a turnstile.
As the company celebrates its 50th anniversary, how have you seen the industry evolve, and where do you think it is headed?
It's a good question. Well, what we find right now primarily is that customization is key. We kind of came up with a catchphrase that custom is standard. So everybody wants something a bit different in design and look and feature and color. As I mentioned before, the ability to incorporate new technology into the cabinet. So we build our units with kind of an open architecture platform, which means that it's future-proof. If you buy a cabinet today for today's technology and something changes down the road and you'd like to adapt to that, we can modify the cabinet in the field to accommodate that new technology. So beyond that, I think other than just the peripheral devices and the input devices is what we all refer to as IoT, or the Internet of Things. Starting to get into reporting mechanisms within the system, the software side of things. Cybersecurity is a big important factor. Any place that exchanges data is now looked at as a volatile point or a penetration point. So we're looking at encrypting the data and what you can do with it. So that's kind of where the direction goes in the future, I think, is what we can do to capture data within the turnstile that would be useful to the industry or to the end user about who's using the equipment and the habits and the history of what they've done. So, oh, sure. Thank you.